Hey guys, today I'll be making a bunk bed for my replica dollhouse, but these measurements can also be used for a LaLaLoopsy doll. If you'd like to make it for a different doll, you can use these same methods, just with different measurements. The bed I'm making today is based off of a bed with two different sized mattresses. The one on bottom is a full mattress, while the one on top is a twin mattress. That just makes the bottom bunk a bit larger than the top. For the majority of this project, I'll be using the skewer sticks to frame the bunk bed. I started by cutting out two pieces that are roughly 2 10/16 of an inch. By the end, you'll need 4 of these altogether. Next, I cut out 4 pieces that are 3 1/4 of an inch long. Glue the longer piece in between the two shorter pieces. There's roughly a 7/16 of an inch gap here. Glue the second long piece closer to the top, leaving about a 1/2 inch of space at the top. If you're doing the bunk bed the same way I'm doing it, these ones should actually be different sizes. You need 2 that are roughly 2 5/16 of an inch and 2 that are roughly 2 inches long. I messed that up here, but I will fix it later on. Go ahead and glue the 2 shorter pieces to the top of the frame. This will be the front and back base of your top twin bunk. Then, glue the 2 longer pieces to the bottom of the frame. These will be the front and back base of your bottom full bunk. Now you'll need 2 small pieces that are roughly 7/16 of an inch. You'll glue these at the ends of the 2 5/16 pieces. These are the legs of your bottom bunk. This is where I went ahead and fixed the top bunk, cutting both top pieces down to 2 inches. Cut out 2 pieces that are roughly 1/2 of an inch and glue them to the ends of the 2-inch pieces. Make sure they point upward. Remember those other 2 pieces you cut out at the beginning? Glue those 3 1/4 inch pieces here, one at the top and one at the bottom. At this point, I started cutting little pieces to fit in between both bunks. In the end, these will support the mattresses. I started with 3 on both the top and bottom bunk, but in the end I went ahead with 7 pieces to leave less gaps. If you want to do only 3, feel free to. Next, I cut out 2 little pieces of a toothpick. These were about 1/4 of an inch long. I glued them onto the bottom bunk about 9/16 of an inch apart. Once those were dry, I glued 2 more toothpicks onto them and attached them to the top bunk. These were about 1 13/16 of an inch long for me. Now cut out 2 pieces of a skewer stick that are roughly 1 3/4 of an inch long. Glue them to both sides of the bed at the front to create the slanted leg. I cut up more toothpicks to make the rungs of the ladder. Mine has 5 in total. Using more skewer sticks, I started measuring and cutting out pieces to glue around the top bunk as guardrails. Go ahead and repeat that process on the bottom bunk as well, leaving the front end open but closing off the other 3 sides. I painted mine brown, but you can paint it whatever color you'd like. Depending on your paint, this can take a lot of coats, so be patient with it. I finished mine off with a watered down matte varnish to darken the paint and to help it stay on. That's all for this one. In the next video, I'll show you how to make the mattresses pictured here. If you have any suggestions for videos or tutorials, leave a comment down below and I'll see what I can do. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.